Vietnam. Here we are. After, I don't know,
24 hours.
24 hours? Man, 24 hours. But, yeah, we made it.
Okay, hold on before I show you the first episode of our amazing adventure we had in Vietnam. Let me first tell you how we got there. So let's rewind a bit, shall we? The plan was simple. Let's go to Vietnam and explore the country by motorcycle for 3 weeks. So as soon as Vietnam released their COVID restrictions, because the country was in a lockdown for 2 years, we bought the tickets. We bought the necessary clothes, protection, backpacks, extra camera gear, because my plan is to share with you the whole experience. And then the day came. It's 30th of May and it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and with a taxi we rode to Schiphol in Amsterdam for a flight to Vietnam.
We are lucky. We are lucky because we saw a very, very large crowd. But here, well, there is none, but I'm sure it's inside also crowded, but we're going to Vietnam. And there was a, well, I had to rush, and now I think I forgot everything. That's always like this.
We sealed our backpacks with a sealed travel bag, what turns out to be later in the trip a very smart move. But for now, no one could put drugs or so in it, because that's something you really don't want in Vietnam. After checking in, we found ourselves in a never-ending waiting line. Maybe you heard about this, or maybe not, but there's a big shortage in employees on the airport, what results in many hours delay or even cancelled flights. And after the long waiting, it's time for an overpriced breakfast.
Lekker?
Then we had to hurry for the boarding of the plane, but of course there was also a delay.
Hours later, still not moving.
Finally, after 3 hours delay on the ground, the plane took off on our way to Singapore.
So after a 12-hour flight, we land about 8:15 in the morning, and we have to go from Singapore to Vietnam. But that flight is also from 8:15, so we're gonna miss that one, because we had a 3-hour delay with this flight.
After 12 hours, we finally landed. This young lady was very impressed by me. What can I say? I'm a ladies' man. Hello, Singapore. But we had to rush to the second plane.
Anyway, it's another, what is it? 3 hours? 3-4 hours? And then we're in Vietnam. So, see you there.
And yes, finally we landed in Hanoi, Vietnam. And the next challenge was passing their custom checkpoint. I bought right away a Vietnamese SIM card so I would have internet there without going broke. Internet is that cheap there. Yeah, I cannot speak anymore.
Hello, Vietnam.
I booked in the Netherlands a taxi from the airport to the hotel. So this was the first we saw of Vietnam. It looked very cloudy, but it was very warm. The sky looked it could break open with heavy rain in any minute, but it didn't. And here we saw the first glimpse of the famous Vietnamese traffic, with scooters, cars and trucks from all directions all mixing up into a little chaos. But we are gonna see that chaos a lot more times while we're in the middle of it with the motorbikes. We arrived at our hotel in Hanoi that we booked already in the Netherlands, because you need to fill in an address for your visum in Vietnam. Yes, thank you sir for closing the door on us. Very nice.
Let me show you the hotel room, it's big.
Yeah. Nice. And this cost 28 euros, including breakfast. 28 euros. Time for some Vietnamese street food. Flying makes you hungry.
I think, I'm not sure, I think you need to do it like this. You have this rice paper, you put everything in, dip it in the sauce, then you just roll it, then you do like so, and then you taste. That's good.
That was more than good. Damned! Very rich flavors, very good and very cheap. After the food, we saw a red bridge with some kind of temple. So let's see some Vietnamese culture. And then this young fellow wandered with me on the picture. What happens a lot of times during this trip. I can be a rock star here without playing one single note. I like it.
Hey, Papa. What's up? Papa.
After the temple, I had to do some work and we went early to bed because a 24-hour flight, yeah, that makes you kinda tired. The next day we were looking for a breakfast because our hotel didn't have it. But it's not the kind of breakfast we have here in Europe. Just take a look at my egg.
We normally cook it, an egg.
Yes, how do you start the day? With a raw egg. But it was not so bad. So we're going with a taxi to the bike shop. Where's Mickey? Taxi? But he doesn't speak English, but the road is, I don't know, it's a mess. So I will show you how the road is. It's a bit traffic rush hour now. Yeah, it's stuck and everywhere are bikes and everybody is riding crisscross. But all the cars are without bumps, no bumps. But anyway, we're going to the bike shop to collect the bikes. However, we don't have a space for the hotel where we can park it. And the hotel guy said, yeah, you need to park it in front of the hotel, but at night it can be stolen. So we don't know what we're gonna do now. Let's first check out the bikes. They seem to be the biggest bikes in Vietnam, and a lot of Vietnam people are really looking up to that bike. They're like, whoa, you're riding that bike. And well, for us it's like a moped, but for here in Vietnam it's a heavy bike. It's 150cc, like a cross motor. Let's check it out. I noticed we were the only one with proper protection clothes, but okay, you don't want to end up in a hospital here. So a proper summer motor suit will hopefully prevent that. The bikes are very light, but one was not so good, as you will hear later. Oh, and I made a new furry friend. Now sitting in a restaurant with a beer. But anyway, we were by the bike shop and the bikes were not... One bike was okay, the other one was not okay. The brakes were not good. What's the name? The shift lever. Well, it was not good. I was feeling very old school. And the brakes were actually kind of dangerous. So when you brake it, it does nothing, and then suddenly it hits the brake hard. So that's a disaster for on the gravel. So but they said they're gonna fix it. If not, then we need to find a different bike. We don't have bikes still, and it's bloody hot in here. Anyway, we have beer, so that's good. In the evening, dinner time. So we found another exclusive restaurant, very good. And they have pan-fried chicken with mushrooms, Chinese caramel pork belly, mixed grill. And it cost around 22,000, 25 was €1. Very expensive here in Vietnam. only these chairs are, see, this is, even for little people, this is a chair, look. It's not very comfortable, but yeah, food is good. So after our very expensive dinner from a few dollars, and after the shot from a typical Vietnamese house, I've tried some weird street food. Well, I thought it was candy, but it was meat, and it tasted horrible. And she also didn't want to wave to the camera. Well, there goes your chance to be famous, right? It's time to go back to the hotel. Good morning, guys. Well, the city is awake, as you can hear. A lot of noise, banging on the horns. That you hear all day, 24
hours a day, I guess. It's a warm day today again. Well, we don't have a plan for today. Not really. We will see some interest points here. We were staying one more day in Hanoi, I guess, because the bikes are not ready. And we want to see some things in Hanoi. And one is the highest point of Hanoi, so I think we're going to go there. Take a look. Not sure if I'm gonna bring the drone, because the drone is very illegal in Vietnam, and Hanoi is a big city. So, but I'm tired, because I slept 6 hours in the last 3 days, I guess. Feel tired a bit, but okay. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is find some breakfast. But I believe we must change our rooms, because I said yesterday to the guy, yeah, I want to book the room for another day. And then he said, no, it's not possible because the room is booked. So we get a different room, I guess. That's what I understood of it. And if not, then we find another hotel. Not a big deal. But yeah, first I'm gonna make coffee. Wake up a little bit because I don't feel awake.
After packing the bags for the move to a different room, we were looking for a spot to eat. Meanwhile, my hand lugger's bag was broken, but I found a better one in the shop across the street. But first, I had a fight with a dangerous dog.
How much for the dog?
Okay.
So, hi, you want to be with me on the video? Yes? So, that costs you 300. Give me the 300. Thank you very much.
And then I found a little mini Chewbacca dog thing, something. And some kind of a monument with 2 big flat screens.
The guy was smoking a crackpot pipe.
Okay, then I had to find the ATM for some money and we searched for a taxi. And no, I don't mean the guy with the bicycle taxi thing. So, well, I thought it was fun to show you how it is in a taxi.
Hello. Now we are for the highest building from Hanoi, whatever.
So we're now going to a Vietnamese strip club. No, we're not. Come. Of course, you need to buy a ticket. So here's a funny story. We bought tickets for the desk, and we had like 6 people in 10 meters. One is selling the card. One is, I don't know what the other one was doing. One is staring down the card. The other one is pointing where the elevators are. And there's even a guy with the elevator. It's a spooky elevator.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh fuck, and also in dark. Really? I'm afraid of heights and we're going to the highest building. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's slowing down, I feel. Just a gentle reminder, if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming episodes, make sure to hit subscribe.
I see a girl taking a shower.
There was also a glass floor, so you could look down to see where you're falling to when the glass breaks. Yeah, well, I saw Squid Game, and I did it the safe way with the 360 camera. It's not that I'm not as brave as Mickey, I'm just too heavy to test my luck here. And I hate heights, really, like really hate it.
Fuck that.
And the little romantic shot. Ah, and food of course, in this very empty McDonald's lookalike restaurant. I don't know who designed this sign under the counter, but man, that's a lot of rubbish. I think they did it with Google Translate, but then the version from 20 years ago. A little bit photobombing in the digital art room, but it looked like they could not really appreciate it very much.
Fotobommen, maar ik weet niet of ze dat leuk vinden hier.
Ah, well, do I see a bar there? And then, between the golden bottles and the very fancy electronic billboards, I see a Dutch product that is called Nijntje and is invented by Dick Bruna. Mickey got the hang of standing above Dev, so she did it again. I wonder if the wings have any meaning. Well, you know at least where you're going to when the glass breaks. In high speed, back to the first floor. I really don't know what I'm doing here, must be the heat. We sat outside watching the traffic for a while, just to see if there's some kind of system or something. But no, not really.
How to cross a street? I don't know. that's how you cross the street in Vietnam.
Yeah, there was a kind of a culture shock. Outside you see all the garbage and little houses filled with mold, and then you're suddenly in a very fancy shopping mall.
Typical Asian culture thing.
Okay, I admit, I wanted the blue crocodile with the piano teeth. Well, a quick good coffee before we head back.
How to find a cab in Vietnam? We don't know how it works. I think we're walking in the wrong neighborhood. I think we're walking in the ghetto now. Yes.
We survived the ghetto and we found a taxi back to the hotel.
So Mickey planned us a food tour,
No food tour.
but nobody's coming. So we're here waiting, and now she's typing for the restitution because they took 50 euros from my credit card. At least it's 50 euros and not the whole full amount. But so, yeah, no food tour. Well, it doesn't matter, there's a lot of food in Vietnam. So it's not like we're starving to death. We know one little place where we eat the first day. It was actually very good. So I would like that again, yeah. It was good food. Yeah, hopefully I get my money back. If not, then it sucks. But you can support the channel by clicking on Buy Me a Beer link, which will cover a bit of the cost of all these travels. Let's go for a cheap meal. No, cheers.
Cheers.
We ordered cheese sticks and the nang nang yang yang. Very good. It's a lot of crowd here, a lot of noise, but it's yeah. And it starts raining, so we get used to the rain. You're gonna have a lot of rain on the motorcycle. Ooh. I got a little story to tell because the cab driver, because I didn't tell the story. So the cab meter was starting at 200,000 Vietnamese dong, and when we arrived, it was like 700 Vietnamese dong. And I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. So what I did, typed in Google Translate, and he said, no, it is 100,000, which is like 4 euros, something like that. So it was like 20 euros and it went to 4 euros. Because I said, I will kill you. No, but it was okay. I thought it was kind of a scam house, but it was actually the opposite. He was riding for very cheap. Tomorrow we're leaving Hanoi. No, I don't want that. They're trying to sell food in the restaurants, which is very unusual. But tomorrow we're going pick up the bikes. Hopefully they were good. And we're going to do all kind of loops there in the northeast. Northeast, right?
Yes.
Northeast. I don't know what to expect at all. I don't know the roads also. I don't know how long it will take, 100 kilometers. I don't know anything. So, but yeah, let's eat. When it rains good in Vietnam. Oh shit. That's the serious rain. Well, it's not only raining wildly insane, but the thunder is so loud here. It's so close. Listen. Is it good? Good lightning. Now I ordered the second dish.
Yeah, it's a different kind of rain than we have here in Europe. And the lightning is kind of frightening because it's every time very, very close. But the rain may be massive, it's also gone within an hour or so no worries there. When it was dry, we found this party street when walking around.
We're in the most hardcore street. No, cheers.
Cheers.
I'm in Vietnam, and here we got a waiter, and there's also a rider, and he gave me a free drink. How cool is that? Big thumb up for Dad here, and go visit this place. It's a good place. What's the name of the place?
18 plus.
Where are the girls?
Son, taxi is that?
Where are the girls?
And the girls here. The ride with Roland was here.
There.
Okay.
That's me, Roland.
Yes, I think there are at least 100 stickers now in Vietnam. Gotta do some marketing, right? Anyway, this you will see in the next episode. We finally have the bikes and we are leaving Hanoi. And we're getting to know the famous Vietnamese traffic. And I've lost Mickey without any communication.
Can I find Mickey? Where is she? What's going on? Jesus Christ, Mickey's gone.
And are we getting robbed by this young
No,
group?
no money, no money, no money. No money.
Well, thanks for watching and I see you all in the next episode. Ride safe.